Capitalist realism, as I often say, is easier to identify than it is to define. Partly it's hard to define because of its diffuse nature. What we're talking about is really a transpersonal ideological field, ideological atmosphere, to do with a certain form of acquiescence, a certain form of socialism, really.
A generation that had gone to school in horse-drawn streetcars now stood in the open air under a landscape in which nothing was the same except the clouds, and, at its centre, exposed to a force field of destructive torrents and explosions, a tiny, fragile human body. The fragile human body. Fragile human body. Fragile human body.
The most obvious change, of course, was the introduction of the personal computer. It seems to me that that's a fundamental transformation. That marked a fundamental transformation in people's lives and gradually in the whole object world around us. And we forget that. I mean, even the VCR itself came into being in the early 80s, and so on and so forth. One can begin to collect these signs of change. Now, I don't think one has to think in terms of causality. Society is I don't want to say a seamless web, but nonetheless, all of these various phenomena are interrelated. They echo each other. They are maybe symptoms of some fundamental central reality.
There were $63.7 billion in total art sales globally. And that's not because the 7 billion of us here on Earth each bought $9 artworks.
In the last century, interaction with the media amounted to channel hopping and talking back at the TV. By the second decade of the 21st century, talking back at the TV has become making the TV. Whether that be by gaming, meme production, homemade videos, or a combination of the above. Homer Simpson, the archetypal, agitated but essentially apathetic media receptacle, is no longer an accurate model of the media consumer. Rather, it is Lisa Simpson's saxophone improvisations that provide a more accurate representation of today's audience producer, who endures but responds to an alienating environment by producing her or his own media content. Ultimately, the dream of media freedom, which underpins democracy, has to ask itself what happens when the public, given every viable choice they can make, decides to make precisely the kind of schmaltz that democracy was supposed to mitigate against. With the jury clearly out, we might conclude with a point that was not lost on Adorno and his colleague Horkheimer as they wrote The Dialectic of Enlightenment in the 1940s. To quote directly, "The flood of precise information and brand new amusements make people smarter and more stupid at once." This point, I believe, cannot be seen as insignificant. Yes, perhaps we're becoming more stupid, but we're also becoming smarter. This essentially Marxist point falls in line with the communist tenet that capitalist production, in this case media production, will give us the tools to free ourselves from the mind-numbing control of capital, providing we remain attentive and use the available tech wisely. Remember, smarter but more stupid is still smarter.
I've now emphasized the ways in which reproduction makes the meaning of works of art ambiguous. This is not as negative as it necessarily sounds if we realize what is happening. What it means, in theory, is that reproduction of works of art can be used by anybody for their own purposes. Images can be used like words, we can talk with them. Reproduction should make it easier to connect our experience of art directly with other experiences. You can sometimes see how naturally this begins to happen when, for instance, children or adults pin up reproductions alongside snapshots or their own drawings or pages from magazines. Everything belongs to the same visual language, used for describing or recreating experience. What so often inhibits such a spontaneous process is the false mystification which surrounds art. For instance, the art book depends upon reproductions. Yet often, what the reproductions make accessible, a text begins to make inaccessible. What might become part of our language is jealously guarded and kept within the narrow preserves of the art expert.
Well, it's difficult to say because I think that the system of the arts has changed, and that things like music and architecture have a much more significant role today than they did before in the days when literature and especially poetry was really the center of aesthetic production. I think that postmodern artists, in the beginning, people felt that these were relatively decorative and frivolous artists. I think postmodern art has now become more political and above all more concerned with the ways in which one can represent this immense new global system that we're all
They don't act out deep down arguments, more like dreams in books or movies. In the dream, unlike a book or film, the individual dreamer experiences desires are often governed by an external force. Indeed, how often do we ever feel in control in our dreams? The risk though with video gaming is that the game mistakes, to use the language of Fredric can, the thrives and actions brought about by the video game as their own desires. So the tendency to shun and oppress outsiders, essential to nationalism, might cross over from the will of the gaming character to the game player. In short, games operate us more than we operate them. Brown argues that this offers an opportunity to consider the gamer as a flexible entity. If games can be coerced to be right-wing, they can be educated to be left-wing.
As art's role as financial capital has become more and more influential, it's bleeding out to affect its life as social and cultural capital. It's affecting what kind of art gets made, shown, and canonized in museums. I mean, it's been reported that there are 1.2 million artworks currently in a dark, locked Freeport in Geneva, Switzerland. It's hard to see who benefits from this, except for the richest people in the world. And the downside of this system is becoming, and will continue to become, increasingly apparent.
The normalization of far-right political values and aesthetics over the last few years risks immunizing us in the face of right-wing policy making at governmental levels. Above all, the instrumentalization of millennial by Bannon and Peterson can be seen as aligned with a shrill moral panic spread about the times we live in. Our freedom will derail us, they like to tell us. Its antidote resides in a refusal to let the right wing seize technologies ideal for the free dissemination of ideas and images, and use them to argue for nationalist tyranny. Let the left take up the meme war, let the left take up the meme war, and let them make it as irrational and abstract as they can. Like this, something in the mass of daily images that are published minute upon minute might shake us from our complacency and reignite the fight against fascism.